came up here. That's my spot right here. Slept right here. It's under shelter. These windows are, you see my hand, these windows are blacked out so people can't, it's honestly, and I woke up really, really grateful to have found that spot and not to have been moved on. So that's going to be my home for the next 6 nights. Okay, last night was absolutely freezing. I've probably the coldest night so far. I don't know what the temperature was last night, but I spent the whole night curled in a ball, absolutely shivering. My socks, because it was raining all day, and I'd been walking about, my socks and trainers were soaking. So I had to take my socks off when I was going to my sleeping bag. And the bottom of my trousers were wet, so I could feel that on my bare skin on my feet. Like I had to lie there in a ball, and I was just shivering all night. It was a very, very cold night. Never got much sleep. In the morning, I've spoke about this before, in the morning when you're going to get out your sleeping bag and you're bracing yourself to unzip that bag and get out, it is, honestly guys, it's what a start to the morning. Shivering, trying to put socks on, trying to put wet socks on, wet shoes on, and really, really depressing start to your morning. Last night I got a message from, I think it was Jeanette or Chloe, who had spoke to Sirenians and sent over an email to me. I was to contact her, Scott. So I phoned Scott this morning, and Scott said that I could go along to their place and get a shower at 12 o'clock. I cannot express my gratitude for Scott and the Sirenians in Aberdeen. Guys, best shower I've ever had in my life, hands down. It was incredible. And I have to say, I was absolutely blown away and inspired by the Sirenians in Aberdeen. Their passion, their drive, their enthusiasm. Do you know, I would gladly volunteer there and work alongside them. I just loved everything they stood for. They gave me a tour around their premises. Then Scott took me in the van and drove me to their warehouse and showed me like how they've got all set out with their clothes and their kids' toys and their food donations, and they've got big plans, and it really, really picked me up. Honestly, I can't say how grateful I was. I felt human again. That's the only way I could describe it. So I'm not going to name and shame, but I want to share something that happened today. So STV contacted me and says that they would like to come and do an interview. So they arranged to come and meet me today at 12 o'clock in Aberdeen. So I'm running out of money. I think I've got £20 left. £20 is what I've got left, and I've still got 9 days. I've still got Ollie Dundee to go as well. 2 days left in Aberdeen and then Ollie Dundee. So I've got £20. So I'm having to beg. A lady with a high vis came marching over and says to me, "What are you doing?" I says, "I'm just begging, pal. Any spare change?" And she went, "No, you'll need to move." And I says, what do you mean I need to move? She says, "This doesn't create a good image for us." Doesn't create a good image, guys. Someone who's been clenching their fists this morning, up at 5 o'clock to try and get a bit of heat into themselves, waiting for a cafe to open so they can get to the toilet and get a hot drink in them because they're frozen. And she said, so if you're not going to move, I'm going to phone the police. And I said, phone the police? Am I doing anything illegal? And she says, it's frowned upon. What you're doing right now is frowned upon. Well, I was very proud to have a voice today. I jumped up on my feet and I says, hi, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Richard Roncero and I'm with the charity Steps to Hope. And she still, her face, she wasn't having it. And I says, I'm actually doing a Sleep Rough campaign in 5 weeks, 5 different cities. And I'm STV are on their way right now. And she absolutely bricked it. She got the fright of her life. She walked away and within seconds STV arrived and started setting their cameras up. And our boss, I think, or our colleague came out and says, sorry to interrupt, I apologise for what was said to you. That shouldn't have been said. Ken, thank God I've got a voice here for those who are on our streets, who are battling addiction, and anyone who's struggling. Take away addiction and homelessness. Anyone who's struggling. It's absolutely... This is why I'm out here. For the attitudes like that. It's not creating the right image, and it's frowned upon. For where I'm sitting, the image that you've just created for your company, isn't it? I'm frowning upon it. Okay, and that's the way I see it. Frowned upon. My God. Just trying to make a couple of quid so I can ensure I'm going to get a sandwich tonight for my dinner before I huddle up in a ball and try and get through another night. Unbelievable. Like, I am so grateful for the small things they do in my life. I just can't, having the ability to put a key in a door and go inside to a house, having a toilet there whenever you need it, not having to worry about times that place is going to close and then I'm not going to have access to the toilet anymore, trying to keep £1 back so in case you do need to go into a cafe, so you have to buy a cup of tea or whatever first before you can use their facilities. Being able to turn your heating on. Just pushing a few buttons, boom, that's your heating on now. Nice and warm. I just can't wait to go in a bed and have a warm house, food in the fridge, the heating on, hot water, the simple things. Really humbling. What a character building experience this is, guys. I'm very grateful for it, I really am. I'm very grateful for it. Here we are. Even although this is a month today, guys, that I've been out here on the streets in various cities, a month today, it will still never capture what it's truly like. It was snowing about 10 minutes ago. It was hailstones this morning. It's like ice. The air is like ice. Yeah, I'm upbeat, I'm happy, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm coming home a week today. So it's taken I'll never be able to truly understand what it's like. The support that I've had is incredible. This campaign has really carried me through. And today, even although it's absolutely freezing, it's a red weather warning, it's snow, it's hailstones, I'm upbeat because a week today I get to come back. So I'll never truly understand. And I want that to come across to anyone who is, out there whose their situation doesn't ever know if it's going to change. Horrific, absolutely horrific.